What's going on, YouTube? I really gotta come up with a catchphrase. I don't know. One of these days, we're gonna come up with a catchphrase. I tried to get my little. I have a little genie, one of those little jumper packs that I got from one of my tool trucks, and I don't know if maybe the battery is fully disconnected on this Cadillac or what the case may be, but she wasn't having a go, and my little jumper pack would make this weird click every time I tried to give it a 12 volt constant 12 volts to try to crank it. When it's completely dead, you got to give it a constant 12. Well, every time I would do that, there's just a weird click, and I'm not having it. I'm not messing up my little jumper for this damn thing. So I finally did what I had to do, you know. When I got myself a nice little charger. The other one that I had just wasn't going anymore, and I was kind of hesitating on, or not hesitating, but procrastinating rather, on getting one, and I finally did. She's right there. Went and got her off of Advance for I believe the retail value was $120, and I got like a coupon that was like $40 off or something like that. Anyway, a hell of a lot cheaper than the MSRP or whatever the regular price is. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this baby to charge. Alright, so it's sad that I had to go into Identifix to figure out, or not figure out, but confirm where the battery for this guy is. And just as I suspected, it is in there. So we're gonna go ahead and lift that up. I'm pretty sure it's probably a couple of tabs, and it looks like somebody's already tried to lift it up. So let's go ahead and get that bad boy out, put this guy to charge for a little bit. Alright, so yep, somebody's already been in here. Ew. Anyway, this is broken off. It's probably going to be a problem. I hope not. But this guy was disconnected, and that's probably why my little jumper was freaking out, because it was putting full 12 with no support of the battery whatsoever. It was basically grounding out the vehicle and everything on its own. So let's just go ahead and bring the key, see what happens. Alright, so here we go. We've got the keys. Battery is connected. Pretty sure it's still gonna need a charge, but hey, we're here to try it out, right? I hear a few things coming on. My dash is completely dead, minus my service engine soon, and it's not going away. It's flickering. So yeah, we have a pretty dead battery. But hey, that's a good sign. I mean, that's not great, but at least my damn check engine light is on. Let's put this puppy to charge for a little bit. Hopefully that ground is making good contact. I might have to figure out something for that, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so the charger is rolling. Right off the bat, my security light is blinking. Well, at least we got signs of life, boys and girls. There she is. Alright, so we got a bunch of shit that was on. There she is. She is alive. Should we crank it? Let's turn off RAC. I believe my air ride is trying to kick in. I need to turn off the damn AC on this crap. Usually it's just here. AC, no. I hate these damn complicated cars. So it's probably literally in my face, and I'm missing it like always. This bear with me, guys, okay? Just give me a second. This thing is supposed to turn off. Oh, there we go. Maybe there should be a power, or maybe there was a power. Anyway, should we try to crank it? Let's see. Security light goes off. Yes, it does. So it's not an anti-theft issue, thank God. Service engine stays on, and it just clicks. I think it might be because of the battery. Let's give it like a 30-45 minute charge, and we'll come back. Hopefully it's not the starter, or maybe yes. We'll see. Alright, so it's been charging for about 30 minutes. Alright, back here. You can see that mess. Anyway, interesting, security light's not blinking anymore. Coming alive. I should be able to put the jumper on boost now. I just didn't want to do it with a completely flat dead battery. And there goes was the damn air ride suspension doing their thing. Oh, nothing. I'm not sure, kind of sounds like the starter doesn't sound too healthy. Let's put it on a boost. Let's put it on a boost. And see, maybe he's still just not getting enough juice. Let's see. Sorry for the birds. Let me see. Trying to figure out how this thing works. Literally just got it. See, the one thing that I don't like, oh, okay, that's why. That works. I had to go up on the right here and just completely missed that. Alright, so I said it's ready. Still does the same thing. Then we're gonna go ahead and have to track a starter issue. Security light goes off and it just clicks. And it just clicks. It goes completely dead though. Everything just goes dead. I'm thinking if that ground has anything to do with it. Let's see what we do from here. Alright guys, so that coil pack was removed as soon as I took out the engine cover and I went to check around. That coil pack's removed. The bolts were right here, so somebody's definitely been in here already, as if it wasn't obvious enough already. And I'm assuming we'll have a spark issue. My fucking AC's on again. I'm assuming we have a spark issue just because of the reason that they had the coil pack removed. What can cause spark issues? Well, I don't know, maybe a crank sensor? What I don't like is that I turn on the ignition, that's all I get. Nothing, just clicks, and that's it. However, if I jump the starter, I don't recommend to do this unless you have wiring diagrams and you know what you're doing. I've already checked some diagrams and I know that this is my starter relay and it gets hot as hell. That's a little hot. Okay, so maybe we're gonna have a resistance issue somewhere around here. Give me a second, I'm trying to do this with one hand. But anyway, if anything, okay, so here we are. There it goes. See how I cranked over? So the engine's not seized. The starter is working. Oh, so why does it click only once and then doesn't do anything? If it was a security issue, it wouldn't blink like that. I mean, it wouldn't click like that just once. And now it's fucking dead again. Let's see. 10.7. Oh boy. Oh, we have fuel. Not sure if we have pressure, but we have fuel. nice little squirt. I've already squeezed it a few times, so even if it's low pressure, it's building something. So we have fuel, and we appear to have a problem coming from the ignition over here, because alright, so I've found out why my starter is just clicking and clicking and clicking whenever I try to turn it on from the key. However, if I jump the starter, it'll work just fine. Here's what's happening. This relay is clicking on and off, on and off, on and off. It's either some kind of short between here and the starter, and it's causing the relay to stick, unstick, stick, unstick, or my control side, because I've checked my grounds here and they're good. My control side then is for the PCM is what sends the signal here to the coil, and my control side is either not sending enough current to engage the coils, or is sending just enough current to engage the coil, then release the coil, engage the coil, and release the coil. So let's say if I'm supposed to get 12 volts, I'm only getting about 6, 7, maybe even 5 volts. I'm just getting enough to hold that coil for just 1 second. I'm thinking that's why this guy is clicking on and clicking. So I gotta let it charge. Unfortunately, the last time I left my charger off, so I gotta let it charge, and then I'm gonna check my starter. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, because unfortunately it's down there, and I really don't want to have to pull that out, you know, before knowing what it is. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check my PCM grounds and positives. I am gonna check my wires from here to the PCM, and I mean, I've got no PCM codes. My 5-volt reference is tested out okay. So I'm gonna eliminate my PCM and the wires here. The ground for the alternator down there is good, at least from what I can see. I checked voltage at my block and here from my battery, and it is good. I'm not getting any drops, so that would indicate that my grounds are good, at least from the block to the chassis. So I'm gonna let it charge for a little longer. This unfortunately has turned out into more of a pain between going inside and handling other things and then coming back. But anyway, update. I'm gonna go ahead and check my PCM. If it's not the PCM, I'm almost 100% that it will be the starter. How or why, I don't know. Although I doubt it's the starter. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a control side issue. And we'll be back and see what happens. What's going on, YouTube? God, I really need to come up with a catchphrase. But we found out what's wrong with her. I checked the PCM, and I checked my wires, I checked my grounds, straight from the block to the point that they usually break at, because I have engine movement at the alternator, and it's practically where a ground should be, like zeroed out. So that's good. I don't have to worry about that. I'm positive it's the starter. Why it's still jumping when I do it manually versus when I do it with the key, I have no idea. But I tested my circuits with the relay disconnected, and I tested my circuits from the PCM. They're both constant, none of them are tripping. I checked my relay is good. Again, something internally in the starter is acting weird. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm calling it. It's a starter. I'm gonna call a customer and give him the great news. He's gonna need a starter and a battery for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him the good news, and hopefully, hopefully he can he'll approve it and won't decide to do it himself, so that I could give you guys the repair video. But there she is. I tried hammering it a few times, even though it was manually working, just for the shits and giggles, but it didn't work. And unfortunately I did have to take out the upper intake, which sucks ass, but it is what it is. Hopefully we can come up with the repair video, guys. I'll stay tuned, and we'll see what the customer decides to do.